Have you ever wondered if freelancing could be your golden ticket to financial freedom? Well, you're not alone. In fact, a growing number of people are considering this career path, intrigued by the prospects of being their own boss and the promise of a flexible schedule. Let's face it, who wouldn't want to trade their 9-to-5 grind for a work-from-home gig, where the toughest decision you make is whether to work in your pajamas or your sweats? But it's not just about the luxury of working in a onesie. Freelancing offers a level of control that traditional employment often lacks. You call the shots, determining what projects to take on, setting your own rates, and deciding when and where you work. It's like being the captain of your own ship, navigating the waters of your professional life. Now let's talk about work-life balance, something that's as elusive as a unicorn for many of us. Freelancing can be the answer. No more juggling between office hours and personal time. You can attend your kids' school play in the middle of the day, or take a spontaneous trip without having to ask for leave. The joys of setting your own schedule. But hold your horses. While the freedom and flexibility sound alluring, freelancing is not a walk in the park. It requires discipline, dedication, and a sprinkle of entrepreneurial spirit. You'll need to manage your own taxes, find your own clients, and deal with the occasional uncertainty of income. It's definitely not for the faint-hearted. However, if you're willing to take the leap, the financial prospects can be quite promising. With the right skills and a dash of determination, you could be earning more than your current salaried job. And the best part? You can say goodbye to the days of waiting for that annual pay raise. With the rise of freelancing, it's time we delve into the financial prospects of this career path. So buckle up as we embark on this journey to explore the world of freelancing. When it comes to annual pay, is freelancing a heavyweight champion or a lightweight contender? Let's dive into this intriguing bout and see who comes out on top. In one corner, we have your traditional employees, those hardworking folks who clock in and out, day in, day out. On average, they bring home a decent paycheck each year. But like a trusty old car, their income often has a cap, a speed limit, if you will. In the other corner, we have the freelancers, the wild cards, the mavericks. They don't have a fixed income, no sir. Their earning potential is as boundless as their ambition. Now that sounds exhilarating, doesn't it? But hold your horses, because it's not all sunshine and rainbows. This income can fluctuate, and yes, it can be a bit of a roller coaster ride. So what could influence this thrilling financial face-off? Well, let's start with experience. Just like in any profession, the more seasoned you are, the more you can charge for your services. A rookie freelancer might not make as much as a seasoned traditional employee, but give them time, and they can surpass their counterparts. Next up, the industry. Just as some jobs pay more than others, some freelance fields are more lucrative than the rest. If you're a freelance software developer or a consultant, you could be raking in the big bucks. But if your freelance gig is, say, underwater basket weaving, well, your mileage may vary. Lastly, geographical location plays a part too. Freelancers have the advantage of working from anywhere, and that means they can live in places with a lower cost of living. This can give them more bang for their buck, compared to their city-dwelling traditional employee counterparts. As you can see, the potential to earn in freelancing can be quite substantial, depending on various factors. So, whether freelancing is a heavyweight champion or a lightweight contender in your eyes, remember, it's not just about the money. It's about freedom, flexibility, and the thrill of carving your own path. So, what's in it for you? Why should you consider freelancing? Well, let's dive into the top 5 benefits of freelancing, shall we? First up, we have flexibility. With freelancing, you're not tied to a 9-to-5 routine. You can work whenever you want, wherever you want. Whether you're a night owl or an early bird, you have the freedom to set your own schedule. Next, we have control over projects. As a freelancer, you're your own boss. You get to choose the projects you work on and the clients you work with. This means you can focus on the work you love and are passionate about. No more dealing with boring projects or difficult colleagues. Thirdly, there's the potential for higher earnings. Unlike a regular job where your salary is capped, freelancing has no limit to how much you can earn. The more skills you have, the more projects you can take on, and the more money you can make. It's as simple as that. Fourth on our list is the opportunity for growth and learning. Freelancing pushes you out of your comfort zone. You're not just an employee, you're a business owner. You get to learn about marketing, customer service, negotiation, and so much more. It's like getting a real-world MBA, but without the hefty tuition fee. Last but certainly not least, freelancing offers a work-life balance that's hard to find in traditional jobs. You can work around your life, not the other way around. Want to go for a midday workout? No problem. Need to pick up your kids from school? Go ahead. Clearly, freelancing offers a plethora of benefits that traditional employment may not be able to match. It's all about taking control of your career and your life, so are you ready to take the leap? But what's the catch? How long does it take to become a successful freelancer? Well, let's talk about this, shall we? The learning curve to freelancing is like climbing a mountain. It's steep, it's challenging, but once you reach the peak, the view is absolutely breathtaking. And by view, I mean a fulfilling career and a thriving bank account. Now, don't expect to wake up one morning, decide to be a freelancer, and instantly have clients lining up at your door, unless you've discovered some magical freelancing elixir, in which case, do share. No, the reality is that it takes time to build a reputation and a client base. It's a bit like baking a cake. You can't just throw all the ingredients into a bowl and expect a perfect Victoria sponge to pop out. You need to mix it, bake it, and let it cool down before you can enjoy the fruits, or in this case, the cake of your labor. So how long does it take? Well, it varies. Some people might strike gold in their first few months. Others might take a year or two to really get going. The key is persistence, perseverance, and a willingness to learn. You need to be adaptable, flexible, and ready to roll with the punches. You'll face rejection, you'll face setbacks, but remember, every no is just a step closer to a yes. And let's not forget about the potential rewards. Freelancing can offer a level of income and freedom that traditional jobs just can't match. You can work when you want, where you want, and choose the projects that interest you. In the end, the journey to freelancing success may be a marathon, not a sprint. But think about this. When you run a marathon, you build stamina. You learn to pace yourself, and you become stronger with each stride. And when you cross the finish line, the sense of accomplishment is unmatched. The journey to freelancing success may be a marathon, not a sprint, but the finish line could be more rewarding than you ever imagined. So, is freelancing the future of work, or just a passing trend? A question that has been tantalizing our minds since we began this deep dive. Let's take a moment to recap what we've discussed so far. We started off with the allure of freelancing, didn't we? The tantalizing prospect of being your own boss, setting your own hours and choosing your own projects. It's like being James Bond, minus the shaken martinis and high-speed car chases. Then we moved on to the financial aspect. We discovered that whether you're a novice or a seasoned expert, freelancing can be quite the money spinner. We learned that annual pay can vary wildly, but with dedication and a dash of entrepreneurial spirit, the potential for a lucrative income is there. Next, we delved into the benefits. Oh, the benefits. The freedom, the flexibility, the chance to work in your pajamas without judgment. Who wouldn't want that? We also discussed the opportunity to diversify your skill set, to dip your toes into different projects and industries. And let's not forget the learning curve, which can be steep but rewarding. Like climbing Mount Everest in your living room. It takes time to learn the ropes, to master the art of juggling clients and deadlines. But with perseverance and a good dose of self-discipline, you can conquer it. So, where does this leave us? Is freelancing a mere fad, or the way of the future? Well, the answer isn't black and white. But one thing we can say for sure is that freelancing offers a unique career path, one that comes with its own set of challenges and rewards. Whether freelancing is the future of work or not, one thing is certain: it offers a unique and potentially lucrative career path. If you found this information useful or have any thoughts, do leave a comment below. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more insightful content in the future. Cheers!